I like Chris
screaming,
Rock
rocking like a vandal, light up a stage, like a jump, like a candle, boom. Chris, because I feel in your brain like a poisonous mushroom, deadly. When I play adult medley, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it, believe it, something like that. Take some rules like kid don't play. If there's a problem, yo, I solve it. My DJ resolves it. It's ice, baby. Dun, 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 dun.
Dude, that song was hard, man. It was good.
Well, now the party is.
At least we won't get a copyright strike, hopefully.
Yeah,
we'll take them further to figure out what it is.
I had the cassette. I was listening to the cassette, and I dusted this thing off just for tonight, and it's great. Little did I know that he was going to break us off a few bars.
Hey,
I like the beatboxing he did on the other side. I don't know if it was him, but he busted into some Popeye.
Oh yeah,
and, he started doing a Popeye like beat a bop, that stuff. It's almost like scat, so it's funny. But he sounded like Popeye the Sailor Man. That's what made me happy.
It was like a garbage can. He stung to the finish because he did his.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Welcome to the J Hood Creative Channel. I'm here with my pal Coach Vic, and we have Al Schell with us.
Not your pal. I see that.
What kind of hat is that?
It's the Empire Strikes
Luke.
Oh, it's north of the border. No, north of the border. They call that a toque.
So you can't see this, but it's a
console and carbonite.
Console pin. It's an enamel pin. Yeah, it came with it, and I put it on there because I wanted to like headbun it. Oh, it just went into my head. Oh, it hurt. If blood starts running down,
you draw blood lines.
Oh, look! You see it?
No.
Right there. You can't see it?
No.
Right there.
I don't see it.
You can't see it? That's not there. Look.
Hey, good evening, Matthew Poe. Good to see you.
Unruly
Simeon, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I just saw Unruly on the other show I was at.
Cool, that show might be done. We might get some views. Jackson Roykirk, thanks for joining us. Captain Comics.
Arr.
He's always willing to bow to my greatness on Comigories.
The champ is here. The holiday champ. That's what I need to introduce you. The Comigories holiday champion of the world.
Who? You won?
Good, creative.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, one on the holiday edition of Comigories. Unfortunately, I had to take down Captain Comics once again in the first round. He was my punching bag in the first time I was on the show.
Starting to see something.
And he's no longer an elder at the church.
I had to pull out a pretty racy cover to polish off my competition. But hey, Captain, it's always a pleasure to be on Comigories with you. Don't let my jabs get you down. We'll meet again in that squared circle someday.
Oh, you guys want to lock up, do you?
What's that?
Like lock up, like in a professional wrestling match?
Well, in the Comigories ring. And the only ring that really matters.
Tie up, baby. Tie headlock. Work the head.
I'll stop playing around with stuff.
It's on screen. It's making this camera.
Push it off.
I was over here.
So how's it going? What'd you guys get? What'd you guys do for Christmas?
So for me, we go on Christmas Eve. We go to my parents' house, and my parents are very generous, and they pretty much ask me, "What do you want for Christmas?" And we know we're going to go there. We're going to get some of the stuff we asked for. So then there's that, and then Christmas Day, kids open up the Santa gifts first, and then we do the family gifts after that. Pretty straightforward. Unfortunately, we don't have the other side of the family to travel to. They're kind of all spread out, and so we just do the two.
They told me they want to get away from you.
So what do you do on Christmas?
Well, my wife and I, we had plans. We were going to wake up around 10 o'clock, have some breakfast, and exchange presents.
10 o'clock.
Well, she wakes me up at 6 o'clock because her best friend just dropped off a whole bunch of presents for both of us. She's like, Victor, we want to open this up now, so I need you to wake up. I'm like, I just went to sleep a few hours ago.
You tend to be a night owl anyway, right?
Yeah, I'm a late night, early morning person. It's a weird combo. And so we opened presents and had some breakfast. Tell you what, that air fryer bacon, once you have it, you can't go back. And we just spent the day watching movies together. Muppet Christmas Carol, The Preacher's Wife, Wonder Woman 84. Well, we didn't get to Wonder Woman 84. We got sidetracked when I got to HBO Max, realized that the closer was on there. So we had a closer marathon.
So what were you up to on Christmas, Al?
I got HBO Max the night before so I could watch 84, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I got sidetracked watching Lone Wolf and Cub movies. And oh man, I love Lone Wolf and Cub, man. I just love the whole that. There is some stuff in there that I obviously when I was a kid it was edited out when it was on Kung Fu Theater or whatever. And when you see it uncut and you're like, oh, and I'm not talking about the violence. I'm talking about the sexual assault that happens. And I'm watching it with my nephew. He's like 20 something, so it's okay.
Oh.
He's just like, why are we sitting here watching this? Can't we fast forward this stuff? You know? And I'm like, sure, you know, but we have to watch it and be awkward towards each other. Like, so remember that movie we watched? That was good. But I mean, the over the top Monty Python violence, they build up to it. If you've never seen a Lone Wolf and Cub movie, it is awesome. It's what I think that the Obi-Wan. I always said the Obi-Wan show should have been Lone Wolf and Cub, but then they did Mandalorian and basically did Lone Wolf and Cub in that. And you know,
I'm watching it tonight.
What, Mandalorian or Lone Wolf and Cub?
Lone Wolf and Cub. I watched the Mandalorian, sort of.
Yeah. Dude, I'm warning you, it's feudal Japan, and they did not treat women with regards at all. And they would just like, hey, we're gonna, you know, and they don't have a qualms about showing nudity too.
Oh, okay.
And it can get pretty.
The closer. That sounds safer.
Yeah, go with that. And I mean, it's repulsive what they do, and so I'm like, oh my, I'm like me. I've seen some crazy stuff, and I'm watching this going, oh man, like what? But here's the thing: the people that are doing this stuff, you want to see them get their head sliced in half. Okay, you want to see that, and by the time the dude comes out and does it, you're just like, yeah.
It's like that. King Joffrey died.
Yeah, and it's like in the final the Rambo movie before last. Not this last Rambo, but the Rambo one that it was like the true comeback of Rambo.
Right.
When he finally used that arrow and just like, it was like, yeah, dude, yeah. I just went completely bro on it. And I was like, yeah, bro, what? Anyways, what else I did is I ended up watching Wonder Woman. And like people are just trouncing this movie.
They are.
They're trouncing this movie, and I hate to say it, but it was what you expect it to be, fellas. It was just a popcorn movie. It felt like a leftover Superman script, and
they're fast
movie. It was. I felt it was more Richard Lester than it was Donner. But I liked it. People hate it. I'm like, what do you want? What did you want? Did you want Batman v Superman again? You know? That was great. I liked it. I thought it was funny because I know a friend of ours, Brad, he hated Maxwell Lord in it. I thought Maxwell Lord had the biggest arc. He was the funnest guy on there. He was kind of like, oh my goodness, I got this powers, and no, I don't want it type of thing. Spoiler alert, sorry. I liked him. I liked all the characters.
I have not seen it yet myself. I don't have HBO Max yet. mainly because I don't need something to tie me to a TV, so I just kind of watch what I got, but I'll get to it eventually.
Hey, make sure you start watching that the Titans, though. You'll like Titans.
I'm gonna probably get rid of Max like right away because truly it doesn't for HBO and it's Warner Brothers. It's so sparse of what they got on there. It's just like what interests me on there. I go to the international movies and I'll watch some of the international movies and I'll watch some classic movies. They have the Turner broadcast on there, which that's what it's attracted me.
I kind of felt the same way with Plus when we got it. There wasn't enough on there for me to think, oh, this is what I'm paying for?
All the good stuff got delayed. But I will tell you, HBO Max has my favorite TV show of all time. Now.
Who's the boss?
The West Wing.
Oh, okay.
Really? Nothing. All right.
I might check out Doom Patrol, but I don't think I want to see the Titans because
let's shout out the newcomers to the chat. We've got Comic Head 84 is here.
What's up, 84?
Bub is checking in. Southern Comic Geek is here. Thanks for coming, fellas.
Bub, SCG.
That's who we've got so far. Unruly Simeon is into that Doom Patrol.
There you go. Yeah, that's the one thing I like to check that out. I don't think Titans would be my jam. I think I've seen Doom Patrol. I heard enough about it. It's like weird. It's Weirdo-rama, like Victor Psychotron, Weirdo-rama type stuff. And I'm gonna check that out. But I don't think Titans.
Psycho?
No, he's talking about something else.
Okay.
What?
I said, did he call me Psycho?
Yeah. I'm talking Victor von Psychotron. Coach Victor von Psychotron. That's
the West Wing.
And then on Saturday, I was working on another design. I did the all the characters and Super Friends that weren't in comic books for the longest time. I'm talking the Wonder Twins. I'm talking Wendy Martin and Wonder Dog. I'm talking Apache Chief, Black Vulcan, Rima or whatever her name was, Samurai and El Dorado, and I.
But Hong Kong Fooey, wasn't he in the Super Friends? Hong Kong Fooey wasn't a Super Friend?
Well,
no. Hong Kong Fooey, it's Super Friend.
Who's the samurai guy?
Samurai.
What was his name?
His name was Samurai.
That was it? Wasn't Super Samurai or anything like that?
Hey, what's that Vulcan guy's name? That one guy. Black Vulcan. Yeah, okay. What's that Black Vulcan guy? What's his name? What's that Apache Chief guy's name?
Well, I remember Apache Chief, and I remember Black Vulcan, but I couldn't remember if it was Super Samurai or something else.
I thought
it was El Samurai, but I got him confused with a Japanese wrestler named El Samurai. So I just kept El Samurai.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
Well, I'm going to give it a little bit of a rundown of what we're going to cover tonight. We've all got a few pickups we've gotten over Christmas, so we're going to show a few of those kind of things. I was hoping that I'd have a AOK 84 box arrive this evening, and it didn't. It arrived in the state this afternoon. I was like, it ain't going to be here today, even though the tracking said it would. So I'll probably do that live tomorrow. It's a mystery as to who has sent this mystery box to me.
Ooh.
So I'm hoping that a clue will come with it, and we'll be able to maybe suss out that mystery tomorrow.
I'm kind of hoping there isn't a clue that comes with it, because I'm pretty sure if it does, I'll get moved down the list of cool stuff to see from
You were the first suspect, and when you said no, I was clueless.
Well, actually, what I said was, if nobody else owns up to it, yes.
Leftovers.
So we'll do that unboxing tomorrow sometime. I'm pretty open all day, so I might do it during the day. I'm not sure.
Oh, you don't have to work this week, do you?
I work on Wednesday. I kind of split my vacation with one day where I go in and just answer emails all day, so I don't have to do it when I get back. And then
you can't do that from here? No, you can't.
Well, it's technically my day in the office, so I have to go in.
Make the rounds.
So I want to share a bit of a Postal Service nightmare I'm living through right now. And then we'll talk a little bit about what happened with the whole J Hood Christmas thing that I had planned. So
you have something planned?
Yeah.
It's okay. So
very J Hood Christmas.
Let's talk about this. We'll do this first. The very J Hood Christmas thing kind of tied in. The timing was about right that I thought I could get it done by Christmas, and I could have gotten it done by Christmas, but the financial aspect didn't kind of line up with the budget of cash that I had on hand at the time. And then when I did have the cash on hand, the price of the raw materials I need to do it doubled. So it's still going to happen. And I'm still not telling exactly what it is, but it's the first YouTube comic book community collectible. Okay. There are going to be versions you want. You'll be able to be the envy of all your friends when you receive yours.
So would a better time frame be more like a very J Hood Black History Month?
I hope to get it done sooner than that, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. And also what I've learned is actually there's a shortage on the materials I need.
Oh, okay.
So that's why the price spiked on it.
10 years. 10 years. I'll say it in 10 years.
No, the hard work has been done, essentially. There's a few things I need to put together, and then I just need to buy the materials and execute it.
Is it nudie pins? Like pins that you turn upside down and the bikini disappears?
I'm not giving any more clues.
Oh, so it is. I'm on target. Great.
Well, it's me and my shirt falls off.
We're following the Comic Kid 84 show itinerary these days, so we're about 5 minutes away from showing some comics.
We got to do this, right? Well, hurry up.
Or comics-like stuff.
I almost sent out a
Kickstarter.
Not a kick. I wasn't going to do a Kickstarter, but I was about to throw out, hey, I'm a little short on doing this. Does anybody need a commission done? And I could have accomplished it for about the price of one commission. Now it's the price of about 2 commissions. So I'm hoping the supply chain problem kind of frees up and I can get the project back on budget.
Yeah, by the time you got the commission finished, the price of materials will have dropped in half.
Maybe. So anybody needs anything, let me know.
Maybe you should start doing public stuff, huh?
I'm going to hire him to do a commission. So just let you know, he has my seal of approval.
See, what we have to do with these shows is we kind of open them up and let them breathe, and then when we send them in to get graded, they come out with 9/8 white pages.
I prefer the cocoa brown pages personally, but
okay. So just so we don't end the show on the down note, I'm gonna.
Is it over?
No, we're gonna do our pickups, our Christmas pickups in a minute.
Oh, okay. I thought you said we're ending the show.
No, but I'm gonna throw out my horror story dealing with United States Postal Service. So
I have had nothing but the best of work.
Before COVID hit. You read the list. Now you get it done.
I need some Kleenex.
So back before COVID hit, like the week before COVID hit, if you remember right, this is back before I was on Commodores. I got my first box of comics ready to send to DS to have him give a look and press so I could start submitting books this year. And I had the paperwork done. Like I just had to pay my office for the shipping to send them to him. And then COVID hit, and like the universe was shutting down. I was like, I don't want to get stuck in the middle of this whole COVID mess and not know when I'm going to get my books back. Right. So I didn't send them. And a year's gone by. Well, 6 months. This was back in March, so we're in December now. I'm like, I'm in the point where I've kind of bought all the books I want this year. I've still got one that I'm looking for. But everything else, I'm like really at peace about everything. I don't feel like there's that book out there I want to go out and get. And so I'm like, well, I've got a little bit of money. I'll put this package back together and send it to DS. And then I got to thinking about it, and I'm like, I've got some other books that I need to get pressed too. Books like Amazing Spider-Man 300, which is signed by Todd McFarlane. It's got one serious kind of spine ding in it. That it won't get a 9.8, but it might get a 9.6 with a press.
Okay.
So I put together a box of 11 books, and top of the list of the books I sent was that ASM 300. My New Mutants 98, signed by Rob Liefeld, is in very similar condition to that ASM 300. Saga #1, 9.8 white pages from Comigories. Century #1, San Diego Comic Con exclusive. It will be a 9.6. It had one tick in it. Some of these books I just sent to him just to get a second set of eyes on it with somebody who's more experienced with grading. Say, yeah, this you're right. If we press this, you'll get a 9.6 or 9.8 or whatever. Invincible Iron Man #7 and #9.
He didn't even know we had those until I asked for them.
I knew I had them. I just didn't know what the key factor was. Heir to the Empire #1, the first appearance of Thrawn. This is probably a 9.4, 9.6. Eternals 1, 2, and 3. #2 is it has a shot at a 9.8. And I was thinking about sending one book to get pressed, and I was going to send it out to someone else as an AOK. And it's a signed Swamp Thing #7, signed by Len Wein and Bernie Wrightson. So those were the 11 books. I sent them out on December 8th. On December 12th, the last notification I got was in transit. Books will be delivered after your delivery date, which was like either the 12th or the 14th. I've gotten nothing since then.
Oh, that's all you worry about.
That's all I'm worried about. You see this number? That's how much those books are worth.
I remember the one time I was waiting on some books for like a month. They went all over the country.
That was through Media Mail. This is through Priority Mail.
My dad sent me something for St. Louis. So all it said was it's in transit, and then 3 weeks later, it's like it'll be there today.
I'm praying tomorrow is that day for me.
But I ain't mad at you though. Yeah, I'm looking at that. Yeah.
Okay, I did insure the package, just not for what they're really worth. I did just a quick math in my head, and I put $600 as a value, and they're worth at least twice that, probably 3 times that.
600.
So this is a bad time to say that I got your package from it. I thought it was a Christmas gift, and I just like it's awesome, especially the Amazing Spider-Man 300 sign, right?
Jackson Roykirk, I've gotten nothing back from U.S. Postal Service. I started the whole inquiry today. I sent in a request for, it's not quite making an insurance claim at this point. It's kind of forcing them to go and look for it to see if they can find it.
And I'll tell you how bad it's been for him. Every other day he sends me an article about how backed up the post office system is. He goes, "There's my package right there in the middle."
I'm not one to freak out about this stuff, and I'm not one to let kind of things that happen in the world sway me, good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of got me down today, I have to admit. So, I had to go through action of listing it and doing recent solds on eBay to really know the number of kind of where I was, what my loss is going to be if all I get is the insurance money back. So, I send out prayers for people. It's difficult for me to say, "Can you guys pray about these lost comics?" This ain't just right. It's not right. That's material possessions.
It's okay. Look, what about say, whatever, cast all your cares upon me, and I'll give you a peace that passes all understanding. Not just some of them, not just the important ones, not just the ones that you only care about. All of them, insignificant, whatever. Dude, I got the worst gas in the world. God, take care of that. All your cares, cast all of them for me. and I'll give you a piece that passes understanding.
All right.
I mean, I can give you 10 more minutes if you want. If you got offering plate to pass around at the end.
Any word of encouragement is helpful.
Oh,
I'm not going to be encouraging. Be the opposite. 'Cause at least you're alive. At least you have two great children and a great wife. Gee whiz.
It's definitely the picture definition of a first world problem.
Yeah. Sorry to hear about it, but
Yeah. Yeah. At least I haven't heard that, gotten a report that it showed up on someone else's porch.
hey, at least your stimulus check ain't coming in the mail. There,
that's why I do the show over here.
And life is going to be chilly. No.
All right.
All right.
We'll do
Gee whiz, that's the world's smallest violin I hear.
Okay. All right. Now we're on to Christmas pickups. Al, what did you get for Christmas?
I didn't get much, but love. I'll bring it back up from the Debbie Downer that you just landed on us.
Thank you. That's why I bring
Debbie Downer cake you just baked for us. I'm just like, here, I like pain, I like suffering, and wine, and cheese, and I'm stirring it all up, and I'm baking for all you. That's it. I'm glad you guys joined us here, so I could cry about my expensive comic books hobby. But my family's okay, and I'm still breathing. Well, there's other people out in the world that are homeless. Who cares? I got my comic books are missing. Hey, I'll give you my comic books. I'm thinking about getting rid of all my comic books. I'll give them to you if that'll make you happy. I'll give them to Vic. Vic probably doesn't have
the offer, but I couldn't take your comics.
Vic, you can have my comic books. They're all up. They probably got mice poop all over them, but you can have them. No, but I tell you what, I did get some gifts. Jamie got me a gift certificate at Buy Me Toys, a local comic shop, and with that I got two more Soda Pop characters. I got Muttley and Dick Dastardly.
Nice.
They're pretty cool. Yeah,
good.
Pretty good sculpt, actually. There's some of the. I think it's because they're cartoon characters, so they're I've seen some of these other guys. I've seen like Freddie Mercury. I'm not buying Freddie. It looks dumb to me. It doesn't look anything like him. Anyways, this looks more like Freddie Mercury than the Freddie Mercury that they put out. Okay. So anyways, and then I also picked up. They have these old 80s toy minis, blind mini bags. And I'm good at weighing them. So since I already got one, I weighed another. I was like, does this feel? And I was weighing all of them. Casey hates the one I do. Does this feel? Yeah, I'm doing I call it the Indy Jones. I'm like, and the ball didn't roll, pal. It stayed in its place, and I got the fertility. It's my pet monster. I got two. I got the other one over there, and they're flock, baby. So you can rub on them, and they're like
soft and cuddly.
I never owned a real one, the big one, but I love this little guy. I don't know why. I actually, when I was doing the Hammer of the Gods comic book or the Winter of Woe comic book, I made a beastie in there look just like, except for the warty wiener nose here, the sack nose. And I didn't do that, but the colors were the same. And this is cool. See, it's felty. Look, it looks like Kermit's butt. Great.
Grover, you mean?
Huh?
Grover?
Yeah, Grover. I just said Kermit because I like Kermit. Anyway, and then I think I don't know if I showed you guys Jean Lafitte from the Captain Crunch. I call myself the Chase Magnet because I usually get the Chase before I get the real one. But Yeah, these are pretty cool. My nephew got me Bumblebee, the only the Target exclusive Bumblebee pop. You can't
Nice.
see it; it's all the way in the back. But other than that, my brother made me he bought me this pocket Mego Batman. Then he made this cardboard thing for the back.
Made the card.
I would have liked. He got the straight legged one. That's the one I had when I was a kid. I know I got you the bent leg Batman and Robin. But there you go. My brother got. This is the one I had as well. This is not exact one, but this is the one I had as a kid. And if you could tell, he was ready for Bear. There, he had his hand out and it's curled. He was pumping iron. See that? Whoa, working it out. We had the Batarang, baby. Anyways,
Schultz.
I think this is it. And then my girlfriend, I told her a long time ago that I like. She got me a lot of good stuff, but that I like Aquaman. But I also said I like Super Friends era Aquaman, Filmation era Aquaman. You know, and I don't really like the movie Aquaman. I don't like modern Aquaman. But she got me a Hallmark keepsake. Yeah, I think she found it at the dollar store. I don't know, or in someone's trash can.
Or the Hallmark store.
Yeah, I go there all the time, and this is the stuff I don't buy. But she bought it for me, and I appreciate that.
Just bust out the paintbrushes.
Or cooler stuff. She got all the cool stuff, and I got, Jason Momoa, freaking Aquaman. Oh boy!
But that's why when people ask me what my favorite color is, I say I don't want one, or I don't have one, because if I say my favorite color is blue, it's going to be like that, super bright, cyan blue. And I'm like, nah, that's not the blue I'm talking about. So what did you get, Coach Vic?
Well, same thing. I was at Buy Me Toys, and all right. So Buy Me Toys, or LCS, they had this special going. Each day had something different. So they had you could buy the old comic books, 6 months old or older, for $1. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna get some books, right? Because there's something specific I was looking for. They didn't have it, and so as soon as I step up to the store, Casey from out of nowhere slides in next to me and just puts my pool stack right next to me. I was like, oh, see, I was gonna get this next week. I said I was gonna get this. He said, well, there's something here for you. And so thank you. Took care of my pool for that week. Well, part of it anyway. So I'm just like, all right, Casey. Now I know. Don't go in there unless you're ready to take your pool.
Yeah. Especially if you haven't been there for a while.
But that's why I don't mess around with that stuff. If I'm not there to get it, I'm not there to get it. I don't have no pole. Anyways, sorry.
Well, so my wife told me.
Good evening, Mastodon.
My wife told me that her and her best friend, the one who woke us up early with all these presents, they were going to give me a comic book that they thought I would like, until they realized how much the first appearance of Black Panther cost.
That's the one they're going out looking for?
Yeah. So my wife got me a bunch of Black Panther stuff, which is kind of funny. So I got me some. We'll make sure it's big so everybody can see this.
There you go.
Some lip smackers.
I think your wife and my girlfriend go shopping together. I really do. Like, oh, he'll like this, and it's like little stupid little.
And now I ain't gonna lie, I love these blankets because they are super soft. But a Black Panther blanket.
Yeah, but big guy just cuddling you on that one.
And because I was talking about baby stuff, so she bought me a Black Panther action figure.
There you go.
Oh man,
I don't know if I'm supposed to play with it or not.
Take it in the bathtub with you.
The bathtub, there ain't much room for anything else. And then, like, her friend, amongst the other stuff that she got us, she got me Oh yeah, there's 4 there. See these really cool Star Wars cards here.
What are they, gift cards?
Yeah,
Okay.
Cinemark.
that's $40 for the Cinemark theater, and then she got me $40 for AMC. So she's trying to kill me because she wants me to go to the movie theater.
There you go. So get out of the house.
So, and then the youth group got me a $30 gift card to Amazon.
Ooh, that's what
The
I
youth
like.
group loves me.
I think I have a great promotional thing for movie theaters. Free COVID vaccines. All they got to do is come here, get a vaccine, free, and watch our movies. That would be huge. I'm telling you.
Good evening, Magic Class. So good to see you. Yeah, Jackson Roykirk said, yeah, this show does have it all tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But they got me some cool. I got a lot of the cool stuff. That's just the funny stuff and the comic book pertinent stuff. I thought, especially the lip smackers, because my
You
lips
use them yet? I didn't use them yet.
No, what flavors do I have here? They come with T'Challa Tangerine, Cranberry King, and Power Peach. And it comes with a lanyard.
So
so you can hang it around your neck. That's great. Like you'll never lose it.
I love my wife.
I swear, it's like I feel like. Do you have kids?
No.
Okay, well, that's not. It's like a mom thing. It's kind of like, oh, he likes that Black Panther. Hold on, look at this. It's like a little stuffed doll. Black Panther, you like this, right? I went through Star Wars, Batman, all that stuff. It's like a granny tee. It's like one of those shirts you get for your birthday, and it says you should, see my other shirt or something. I don't know. Just some stupid saying.
It's like for the last 5 years, my dad's gotten me without fail a nice check, mind you, but also a pair of gloves, a hat, and a scarf. I have a huge glove, hat, and scarf collection.
I was going to say, you barely wear a coat. I don't remember you ever wearing a scarf.
I keep it in the car. You never know when it might get really cold.
See, I have a beef, though. I have a beef with my girlfriend because, like, when I buy her gifts, it's like thought out, like, oh, she likes this, and this means this, and da-da. She goes to the dollar store and gets me stocking stuffer garbage. I mean, for a birthday present, she got a long time ago. She got me a big jelly, those gummy bears, but it was like a remote, a Nintendo controller. It's huge. It was a life size, and I'm like, "What do you expect me to use this or eat it? Like, what am I gonna do with that? I still have it. I'm gonna re-gift her one day. I'm gonna be like, here, honey." And I give me a Momoa Aquaman. Come on, Momoa Aquaman. Stay off my lane, man. One time I said.
Well, I might have like thousands of dollars of comic sauce in the mail, but my family knows how to treat me right. So this was my daughter.
Make yourself big.
This is my daughter Bailey's present to me this year. There we go. So it's the.
What's that? The Rainbow Batman's the best thing in there.
Yeah. I got questions about that one.
So on the front, you got the different versions of Batman figure. And then on the back, it's got the corresponding comic books. And Coach Vic's question was,
oh, yeah. Do you have the comic books that go with each Batman?
And I have these two.
Oh, you got the Rainbow Batman?
No, I've got the unmasked one and the green one.
Is that a kryptonite? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a kryptonite suit? I got loud there.
Yeah.
It looks like it is, but I'm not sure if that's truly the case or not. And I've got that comic, so I should read it and find out.
Yeah, I like the
I wouldn't mind finding this one and add it to my collection. That issue.
Yeah, like he had DC 27. I don't think so.
Bailey
DC
gave you your 2021 pull list. Or hunt list, rather.
There's that. And then I'm trying to remember what my other dog got me, and I can't remember.
Is it this?
Ooh, I had him a long time ago. I showed him off a while back.
Did you?
Yeah, that was when I liked him. That was, you know.
So that's the Sean Gordon Murphy version of Batman from White Knight.
They also the McFarlane stuff is hit or miss with me. There's just certain characters I don't care about, but when like most of his Batmans look really cool. I like the Thomas Wayne Flashpoint Batman too. I want to get my hands on it, but I can't find it. And then the whatever it was, it's Superman, and he looks like something from the Evil Dead. It looks like he's possessed by the Evil Dead, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Oh, from Deceased maybe or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't read garbage.
Mastodon wins. He had a whoopee cushion. We got that.
Ooh-wee, wait a minute.
Uh-huh. Got your attention now, huh?
Give me that.
And I was thinking, I should probably scan all these stickers. It's got the vintage stickers from, I think Topps did.
They'll come out.
Trading cards or sticker packs or something back in the day.
Yeah.
And
this Luke Cage one with the two patties.
Stickers.
What's that about?
Luke Cage one with two patties.
Keep scrolling. Keep flipping through the book.
The only thing I didn't like about the old ones, they had them saying goofy stuff.
Oh yeah, they did.
Keep going. Right there. 2 all beef patties, please. What's that about?
That's what I'm saying. I'd prefer them without just die cut the bodies out and just leave the cornball.
Loki had something weird too. Let's see if I can get this Loki one. What an awful case of earwax.
Yeah.
So are you supposed to take the back pages out and put those in their spot or what?
So they give you pull-out pages that you can put your stickers on.
Yeah, I got a Star Wars one of those.
On the back side, and I haven't gone through the step of pulling these out yet. Got some cool posters.
Is that just one poster? Is there multiple?
You get all those.
Okay. I like that Spider-Man one for sure.
All 4 of them, or 5 of them look cool.
Oh, that, yeah. It would be great if they had the blacklight posters.
Yeah, for sure. So I was thinking it'd be cool if I scan these and start using them for thumbnails and stuff like that. And I thought at work we did scan all these, and I just need to go find the files and pull them up and start using them. So a couple of these things are kind of comics tangential, where it's like stuff like drawing. Robert Fawcett was there. Robert Fawcett is one of the greatest illustrators from the mid-century. He's considered one of the best draftsmen. When we say draftsman, means he can draw people good.
He's good.
But I don't know. I have stuff like this on an Amazon list. My wife just goes through all my Amazon lists and finds stuff that she thinks I want this year. So that's how I got that one.
Hey, he didn't use digital stuff. He didn't use Wacom tablets.
This guy didn't either. This is a whole coffee table book on Al Parker, who was another very well-published artist in the mid-century, like from the 40s to the 50s. We call this lifestyle magazine.
That's all artwork?
Illustration, yeah.
Wow.
These were all probably oil paintings back in the day. A lot of them were in, women's magazines like McCall's and, all those kind of Cosmopolitan. There's one from Cosmopolitan.
Oh my goodness. Vic, cover your eyes, Vic.
Oh, if it was in Cosmo, everybody saw it.
So he's another guy that
That's weird.
can draw people really well. When you look at it from the standpoint of the art, the amount of art that goes into it, something like this top illustration here is very, very simple. And artists
Probably traced. It was all traced.
guys like me will look at that and say, how did he do that well with so little, I don't want to call it effort, but there's not all that many marks on the page. It's not like a fully rendered painting, you know, it's got flat spots in it. It's very comic booky. So let's see. I have another quick example.
I'm sure you use reference.
Oh yeah, reference, you know, all day long, photographs, travel, advertisements, and things like that. So very cool illustrator that I kind of know. Guys like that, I know the quality of their work. I don't know any of the history behind them. I don't know like what magazines or publications. I'm kind of just aware of them, and I want to know more so that they end up on a list. So we'll go with this one. This one was actually a birthday present. My birthday was back in November, so I got that then. And then for Christmas, I got the mechanic version. So these were Love and Rockets books by the Los Brothers Hernandez, who were very influential independent comic bookers back in the 90s. I think they actually started in the mid 80s. Were one of the first real breakouts on the indie scene, and would influence guys like Terry Moore, and they made kind of adult level comics. When I say adult level, I don't mean like there's nudity on every page or anything like that. It's just they kind of up the ante as far as the maturity level of the
storytelling.
Yeah. I've never read any of the Love and Rockets work, so I think I've got one other trade with maybe a couple issues worth of these.
I read the synopsis and I was like intrigued by it. It seemed real interesting.
So we're going to do some what I'm calling kind of book of the month club content this year, and we've already talked about the first kind of few issues we're going to go over, and I'll talk about those more in a minute because they're pertinent to one of the gifts I got. But I'd like to do Love and Rockets maybe at some time this year.
Ew.
Another big book I got about comics is Comics Between the Lines, or I'm sorry, Between the Panels. And what this is pretty much just a bunch of stories about stories behind comics and artists and urban legends about so-and-so got drunk at a bar and hit so-and-so, and it's just got
they all hate each other.
Yeah, it's just got all the dirty stuff that happened behind the scenes that we were never privy to on the page. But that's the way they build it. After looking at it, I'm not sure it's quite that. But
real quick, can you name all the letters? What the letters are from?
Name where all the comics came from.
Yeah, the letters. Like, what can you? Wow, okay. I can't do all of them.
Action Comics, Boy Comics. This had to be Crime something or other. Probably Donald Duck, Archie, Flash. I don't know that because you want to say it's GI something, but yet it looks really romancy.
So
hard to say.
It looks like there's a letter in front of it too. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's or something, but who knows what. Spirit.
Was that Hot Stuff? You think that one over there?
That one? I don't know. It's got blood on it. I doubt if it's hot stuff.
Oh, maybe horror.
This is jungle action or jungle something. If Bob was still around, he'd know what that was from. No idea on that. It could be from just about anything. Little Lulu. Not Mickey Mouse, but I'm not sure.
Mad.
Mad? Yeah, it could be.
Mad magazine.
It's got rivets like Iron Man, but that's not the Iron Man.
Metal Men? I'd say it's from Metal Men.
Possibly. I
Oh,
don't know.
have I?
P is Pogo.
Aquaman.
Aquaman. Another crime, something or other.
Yeah.
Superman, Terry and the Pirates. No idea what the U is from. V is Prince Valiant. W is Spawn. X is X-Men. Y is Sin City. Z is Zap Comics.
That's impressive.
So pretty good, except for the U and the crime books. You're kind of just flubbing them. You don't care. We'll give them a name.
Yep.
Gilligan's Island. You think that's Gilligan's Island? Could be.
So another, I got a pair of books about.
That's where you just flaunt everything you got because me and Vic just got a bunch of garbage. He was like, "Look at my cool stuff. I'm glad you guys are here to look at my cool stuff. You guys don't have loving families because they don't buy you all the stuff you like."
Well, there's that, and then it's also, hey, what titles do those letters come from? You're adding to the conversation. Don't let these people fool you. So EC artists, and it's a mix of, when I say mix, it's mostly interviews with the artists and with along the way some examples of their work.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little light actually on the art side, which I guess is okay because there are other books more specific about the work. But so we got the EC artists.
Now, do you have the other books in this?
In the
Because that says volume 10 and this is volume 8.
Yeah, the Comics Journal Library, volume 10, volume 8 and 10. I've got one on Frank Miller.
And this one was part 2, so.
Yeah, well, it's part 2. EC Artists, part 1. This one's EC
Oh, okay.
Artists, part 2.
Okay.
Let's see who's joining us. Hey, Houdat, how are you? Dave Enrique. He's just getting into 11 Rockets too. Hey, maybe if we do that later in the year, maybe you want to come on and be involved in the conversation. Sure reminds me of the great Count Corey's interviewing. Thanks.
That's my thought too.
Jeff Schultz, same thought.
Gilligan's Island
from the G. Yeah.
Oh,
maybe. Yeah, the EC artists. I mean, I'm aware of most of the names and the work. And I'm picking out the ones that I'm like want to find out more about. I mean, ultimately, as a comic book fan and artist and appreciator of the art side in comics, I'm trying to find, can we boil it down to one guy that kind of did it all right, did it all the best way, that his work is the best and we could put him on top of the pedestal? And I think if we find that guy, he's going to be one of the EC artists.
okay. I know Dwayne Mcduffie is one.
Dwayne Mcduffie.
Wait a second. First of all,
Okay.
Oh, I'm just sitting here looking at this book. The sheer size of this book is just crazy.
I like collecting big books.
He does. He likes big books, and he cannot lie.
I cannot lie.
This book is, now I also felt like I was kind of set up. When I saw the picture, I'm like, oh, okay. Now to see this book, this is ridiculously huge. I'm just gonna say, I feel like he needs to back up. So
Okay, so some of the other members of the community have these, and some actually have this one. So Jack Kirby New Gods Artist Edition. So I mentioned one of the things we're going to do for our kind of book club content is we're going to go over the first 4 issues of the New Gods. But what the Artist Edition does is it scans the original art and does no cleanup or anything like that. So you can actually see, the remnants of the pencils in some cases. If there are any notes, or anything in the gutters or anything like that. It's all here. And the art is recreated at full scale, 1-to-1 to the size it was drawn. So this volume, it's interesting because they kind of were selective as far as what issues they show in this. And they chose New Gods 1 and 2 are in this in their entirety, and then New Gods number 5, 6, 7, and 8 are.
That might be the only artwork they have, because a lot of artwork probably wasn't returned or whatever. So.
I think it's a combination of that, and then what they could find the entire issue of, I'm sure was part of it. But we look at a page like that, and you can see that somebody had even torn the art and taped it, and it was yellowed, and that's how they scanned it.
Did this go with the slipcover?
No, this came in a large kind of remailer box. So that'll be cool to have this to go along with our discussion of the New Gods when we get to that.
I didn't do that. That Kirby's a hack, man. I ain't gonna have nothing to do with it.
All I know is people are still making a ton of money off of this dude. IEW.
Yeah. IEW does the artist editions, and they will republish work like this from Marvel and DC. I think they started with David Mazzucchelli's work on Daredevil, and they've done a few versions on Kirby. They've done this Fantastic Four work. They've done a few versions on John Byrne. I'd love to get my hands on the John Byrne X-Men version.
Hey, Mastodon.
Where are you gonna put this book?
Mastodon wants to know how much this stuff is, man. What's the retail cost on that? It's like $100, $200.
I don't know. I want to say this one, I think, was $125 new. And I know I had been looking for this on eBay. I think you can probably find it for about that price now, the New Gods version. Some of the others, they get pretty collectible pretty fast. Like, you can't find the Jack Kirby Fantastic Four one. You can't find the John Byrne editions. You can find the Will Eisner. I think they did 2 or 3 different Will Eisner Spirit editions.
You need another Will Eisner book around here?
Yeah, I do. The thing is, by this time, Jack was drawing kind of in the more modern page size. And if you go further back in the Silver Age and the Golden Age, the pages got bigger, and those books still reproduced at the same size. So they're bigger books than this one.
Jeez.
Whoa!
I'm looking at all your bookshelves here. I mean,
Oh yeah, I like
DC Comics.
I like it when I'm small. It looks like you have your own. I'm doing a reaction video to your guys' video when you make it small like that. That's what I feel like. I'm gonna just keep this and put it on my page as a reaction video to Jay Hood. That's what I feel like. Whoa! Did you see that Easter egg you had in the background? Oh my goodness! I'll just pause it.
That content works for people, man.
I know. I tried to do it when it was what was it? It was the first Suicide Squad movie, and I did a trailer reaction thing, and it got demonetized. I didn't even have it monetized, but it wasn't even making money off of it. And they friggin' put a thing on it where they were making money off of it. I'm like, how do you make money? How do you make money? Just because they had their junk in it.
Well, that was it for me. I had a pretty good Christmas.
Did you get that for Christmas too?
No, no. He's asking about this little iPod I got. This was actually a birthday present too. One of the things I got for Christmas, and this will be pertinent to the channel.
Oh, okay.
Is this? And this is not a doctor's instrument. It's
a microphone.
It's going to end up being camera number 2. So we'll clamp that down to the table, and we'll be able to show books and do screen shares.
What do you got there, Jerry?
I feel like that's going to be in my way, though. And we need to keep the moneymaker on the screen.
We'll figure it out.
It's like, hey, look at this thing I got here. Oh, yeah. Anyways,
But that way we won't have to do the whole put the book up to the camera thing. We'll have a separate camera just for the books.
Nice.
We won't use it all the time, but when we're doing when we do our New Gods review, it'll be good to have for that, so we can actually just show the page we're talking about.
All right. Nice.
look at this.
That's right. That's the B-roll. There you go.
Look, I'll show you my phone too. It's old. It's beat up.
Want to show them phones?
Like my phone. It's gonna be a camera, guys. I'm gonna have a new camera. It's like it's stealing your soul.
Hey, are you one of the red letter guys?
Still freeze Batman. That's the way to go.
He's showing you his code, folks. Reaction time, folks. No, yeah, I'm glad you got a hold of me and said you were going to do this tonight. I thought that was fun to, instead of every other Saturday morning where we got to wake up and no one watches. Because it's pretty good.
Well, that is true. It's a good thing to point out for the people that are joining us tonight. We do a very similar show to this called Comic Book Clobbering Time on Saturday mornings at 10. And we do it every other weekend. And we are due for a show this week? Saturday.
Ooh, are we going to have a special guest this Saturday?
I hope so. Because we've gone over the plan B tonight. So we're going to be at a loss if he doesn't show up again this time.
Wait a minute, that's January 2nd.
Yeah, that's this Saturday. This Saturday, we will have Nick Haver, the Renaissance man, will be on. He's a late night DJ. He's a comic book creator, writer. He's a poet.
Didn't know it.
CSI.
He is a self-defense instructor, and he is for real. Daytime job is crime scene detective. So
and he's the original RoboCop.
Bears a striking resemblance to
RoboCop. Wow.
So
so what's the over/under that he's going to actually show up?
I give him 60%. He said he was putting it on his calendar, and I'm going to check in during the week and kind of remind him. So,
and if you can't trust a police officer, who can you trust?
Okay.
No offense to the police officers in the audience.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I love police officers. That's the truth.
So the 2000, I guess we're doing this on Saturdays, but 2021, I was going to say 2001. 2021, what comics you want to bust out, man? What are you looking to get?
Oh, see, that was my idea before we had a guest coming on the show.
Well, we can save that for Saturday. Yeah.
We might have to.
We're going to be like him talking like Terry the whole 2 hours, and you won't be able to say anything.
But that was entertaining, though. I know that everything relates to Rocky 3.
That's pretty true.
Okay, make sure Nick knows that.
I'll get a hold of Terry. We'll have him online too. If Nick doesn't show up,
he'll do it. He'll do it, man.
I know. We'll have him on again. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. He'll tell you how the rebels are terrorists. And everybody you ever liked in movies was the bad guy.
We're starting to get slapstick now.
We will wrap this up. We've got an hour and 5, so join us Saturday. We'll have more of the same energy and
better.
Anything else, so.
And we'll be awake.
Yep.
I won't have anything to show off unless I go out shopping on Friday night.
Well, I'm not going to make you.
Friday.
Thanks for everyone that's still in the audience. Gino, Magic Lasso, Jackson Roykirk, Mastodon, Dave Enrique, Jeff Schultz. Thanks for coming out. And remember, on the J Hood Creative Channel, we remind you to keep your priorities straight: faith, family, comic books, USPS. We'll talk to you later, guys.
All things.